most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Dan Tomaso.
Dan, I know I might be alone in this, but I'm really excited for some of the snow.
You are a true New Englander. You've been waiting for a snowstorm since you've gotten here.
Yes.
And it's really been a snow drought since 2016.
Yeah.
So there hasn't been a whole lot of this activity. And now here we are. We're on the doorstep of this storm, and you could see the report there in Cleveland, eastern Ohio, going to get a lot of snowfall. But we're actually part of the bullseye of this storm in terms of heavier snow. Let's talk about what's happening right now, because things are looking a little bit active on radar, but when you start taking a look at our cameras and we go as far west as Willow Hill, and not a whole lot going on at the moment. It is calm, it is quiet. Same thing goes for Hanover, and then finally to the east in Lancaster. No snow as of yet, but if you look at radar, it looks like it could be snowing anywhere across the midstate. This is more upper level moisture coming through. This is not reaching the ground yet. There's still a lot of dry air in place. Now, looking at the bigger picture, this is just the start of things. If you think this is it, we have a long road ahead of us. We have moisture stemming all the way from Harrisburg, the whole way down through the Mississippi River Valley, and then extending into the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So again, very heavy moisture along this temperature gradient. So very cold Arctic air to the north, mild air to the south. That difference, plus some moisture coming in from the southwest, is what's driving this storm event. Now, current temperatures were in the teens, mid-teens, in fact. This is a rarity in this area to be this cold leading into a snowfall opportunity. So as soon as the snow starts coming down, it will be accumulating. Current winds anywhere from about 5 to 10 miles per hour out of the east, and it'll be out of the east through tomorrow. So let's hop into the details here. This is where things really start to pick up. So this is 4 a.m. Most of us start to see our first round of snow coming through. And then looking ahead to the rest of the morning from about 6 a.m. through noon, that is our time for our heaviest accumulation of snow. After that point, closer to noon into the early afternoon, we see mixing starting to happen and some of the higher snowfall rates beginning to fall. So again, our morning hours likely the worst in terms of snowfall accumulation, and then as we head into the afternoon, things begin to wane, but it's not until the evening that we see things shut off. So by about 10, 11 p.m. tomorrow night, about 24 hours from now, the storm is gone and out of here, but certainly a lot of cold air still on the backside of that storm. Again, how much snowfall? This is right before the changeover to sleet happens. I think most of us get about 8 to 10 inches. I think a foot is just about the top of the scale here, the ceiling, if you will. Again, some places could end up with just a little bit more than that, but I think this is going to be a storm that we remember in terms of about 8 to 10 inches of snow. The winds will pick up on the backside of the storm, so if you don't get sleet, there could be some drifting. Areas that get more sleet heading into Monday, I think there will be less drifting, but there you go. The stronger winds on the backside of the storm for Monday itself, 10 to 20 miles per hour. So the storm will be wrapping up heading into Sunday night, but again, those winds on the backside making it much colder for Monday. So in total, our average forecast, 8 to 14 inches. Again, I think a lot of us probably settle in that 8 to 10 inch range. The higher totals closer to a foot, if not just over that. And again, the early morning hours, we start things out, but that prime time for snow, 6 a.m. through about noon. And then there's the cold weather settling in behind this storm. So that snowpack likely not beginning to melt until we head closer to the weekend. A lot more in the way of updates coming through the next couple of hours into tomorrow morning. Daybreak starting at 6 a.m. And we're going to send things back over to Sarah Wilson. Back to you.
All right, Dan, thank you. Well,